Let's analyze the stock market trading session for today, Tuesday, March 29, 2022. This is a daily chart of the S&P 500. For the record, I'm still long the S&P 500, but I booked 1/3 of my position today. This is a 5-minute chart, and this is where I sold right here, where that arrow is. Right under 4,600. This were the levels that I was watching this morning. My stop loss at this point, it was right below 44.90, and I was ready to liquidate my entire position, but it decided to keep moving higher, and when it dipped below 4,600, that's when I booked 1/3 of my profits and had a very strong day, closing near the highs of the day. If you guys don't like when I talk about my trades, please let me know in the comment section. Going back to the daily chart, this was a level very strong. There should have been very strong resistance between 45.90 and 4600. Well, it decided not to deal with that level, not to interact with that level, and jump over it, meaning it opened higher and found 44.90 as support, which was the low of the day. Big update. This is a 4th day in a row. So how to book some profits. Can it go much higher? Of course it can. But it is moving too much too fast. So levels that I'll be watching tomorrow will be 44.50, 46.50, 46.70, and 4700. Any of these levels up here, I'll be looking for a reversal. I mean, don't be surprised if it happens tomorrow. If we move higher tomorrow and get a reversal, don't be surprised. It's getting extended. That's another word. For support, definitely will be today's low. Dips below that. If we trade tomorrow above that level, dips below that, that could even be a short. But a much attractive short will be somewhere up here. I am currently long, so I'm not interested in shorting. I'm just managing my position. But if I see an opportunity like a big reversal day, then I will take it. Now for the Nasdaq 100, big update also. This is a level I talked about in the previous video, yesterday's video. And look how accurate that was. It is now trading around this range, this red zone, between the 100 and the 200-day moving average. Do you guys think technical analysis works? I think it does. Very strong day, found support around this level, which is a pivot point from here and here. If this one would have reversed lower and closed below this line, that could have been a good short with the stop above the day's high. But I don't really see a reason to short. It was a very strong day, and don't be surprised if it keeps going higher tomorrow. However, level that I'll be watching, of course, is going to be today's low. If we open higher, or for some reason we trade higher tomorrow, reverses lower, that will be a very interesting level here under the 200-day moving average. This one has been very strong. It has not been able, since down here, it has not been able to take out the previous day's low. Has been very extremely bullish, very strong, very impressive. Now for the Dow Jones Industrial Average, good day also, up 338 points, same as the Nasdaq 100. This was the area that I mentioned in the previous video as an area of interest between the 200-day moving average and the 100-day moving average. It decided not to interact with that level and instead gapped up above it and pulled back and found it as support. Now this one is back above all major moving averages, very bullish. Up from this level, it's moving too much too fast. I think pullback will be reasonable to expect, but after today's price action back above all major moving averages, I will not be surprised if it pushes higher before pulling back. And of course, on the way down, this will be a very interesting level, the 200-day moving average. That's where it coincides with this pivot point 35,000. Now the semiconductor index, this one had a good day also. It is now right below, it is just below the 100-day moving average. By the way, I'm still long. I liquidated half of my position, wanted to book some profits. Um, let's take a look at the 5-minute chart. This is where I sold, where the arrow is. I sold 1/4 of my position there and another quarter of my position here. Going back to the daily chart, found support around this area. That's what I expected, the first area of resistance, but of course it gapped higher. Skipped this line on the way down. It acted as support. I ended up selling close to the 100-day move when it opened around the 100-day move here, and then it pushed higher, and then when it failed on the way down, that's when I thought it was time for me to book some profit just in case it reversed lower. But instead, it kept going higher and closed very strong near the highs of the day. So levels that I'll be watching tomorrow, of course, it will be the 100-day moving average. This level up here should be a resistance for support here, dips below that, and I will liquidate my position. So far, this one is looking good. See if it can push higher above the 100-day moving average. If it opens higher, expect that 100-day moving average to act as support. Opens lower, tries to push higher, that will be very strong resist. It should be very strong resistance. If I see any reversal, trend change that is not going to make it above that line, that will give me another reason to be cautious and book some more profits. Oh, and by the way, I never have targets to know where I'm going to book my profits. I have pivot points, I have an idea, and I just watch the behavior around those levels. And if I see like a pause or a reverse around that area, then I book some profits. But I just let it run. No reason for me to just sell just because it reaches a specific price level. For me, it doesn't make sense. For the Russell 2000 Iwm Etf, this one's a nice update. It was very nice. Same as the Semiconductor Index, right below it, found resistance at the 100-day moving average. That's a black line. I mentioned about this level, this trading zone between, say, roughly 208 and 210. I said a push above 210 and it could really get going. But I'm already exposed to the market via semiconductors, semiconductor index, and the S&P 500. And I did not. That's the reason why I decided not to go long when it pushed above this level. I'm just gonna watch it for now. This is a very important level. The fact that it pushed above this pivot point now is right around the 100-day moving average. Is it gonna find resistance and not get above that and go lower, or tomorrow can it just have enough momentum to just keep pushing higher? I'll be watching this one very closely, even though I'm not going to trade it, but it will give me clues as far as a market behavior. The market is very strong, guys. If you're not long, I don't think now is a time to go long. If you're long, good idea to manage your position. Shorting has been a very bad idea, and I see no reason to short. That day might be as soon as tomorrow, but for now, just enjoy the bull ride. Thanks for stopping by, and good luck trading tomorrow.